Hey rollers, welcome back to the channel. I am so super excited for this video today. This collaboration is with my friend Craft Away with May, as well as the lovely Jenny from Lovely Moments Creating. You're going to be jam-packed with my shenanigans as well as the shenanigans with the hilarious May and the calmness of Jenny. She of course is the more calm of the three of us. And now, with all that being said, I want you guys to go ahead and give them the shout out and some love. Once you finish watching my video, go ahead and go to their video. And if you're coming over from either one of their channels, hey, I hope you guys stay and enjoy my channel. So with all that being said, let's roll on into the insanity. Bye. And let's get started with our first project. This piece of wood, I have no idea what its shape is. I got it from the 5-quarter store. It's from the Dollar Tree Plus section, and I'm just gonna give it one quick coat of this white chalk paint with my chippy brush. I just needed to give it, I don't know, quick coat. Anywho, now this piece I found, it is so pretty. I got it from what's that thrift store called? Goodwill. I'm sorry guys, I just complete brain deadness. I absolutely loved it when I seen it. I was like, I have got to get it. So my original plan was to give it a couple coats of white paint, and then we'll talk about that later. So this star, I just grabbed my finger sander. I needed to get the shininess off of it so that the paint that I put on later will be a better coat. Well, you guys know what I'm trying to say. This star is actually from another project that I took off from Dollar Tree item. Don't throw away all your embellishments. Anyway, Dixie Belle Manatee Gray put on there. I think I did 2 coats, maybe. I don't know, but anyway, I'm just holding that down with just a piece of tape. Moonshine from the Dixie Belle. Now this comes out really heavily. We're using this bottle. Don't worry, I didn't waste it. It does go back into the bottle. Now, one of the things I learned using this paint stuff is that go in one direction. Don't go in multiple directions because it does not look good when you do it. So that's my tip. I think I did this 2 applications, 2 layers. I don't know. All right. Here is the wallpaper we are going to use for the background of our project. So I'm just gonna peel it back and then lay this down. Now guys, this piece of wood was so wobbly, and I laid it down. I was like, oh my gosh, this is not going to stick, bro. What are you doing? So we're gonna squeegee it down with a lot of muscle assistance and cut off all the excess. And then after that, we're just going to, I guess, oh, there we go. We're going to use a finger sander. You can use any sanding block you want. It doesn't really matter as long as you are sanding in a downward motion, because you don't want to rip your paper if you go up. Ask me how I know. Yes, I have done that a few times until I realize always go downward. Okay, this took me a little time because the stickiness was sticking to the wood. Yeah, hence why I'm holding on to my weeding tool right there, because I'm using that to, there you have it, peeling it off the wood. So if you do this, just a little tip, you might want to use your weeding tool to help you with that. All right, so we're gonna grab this wax that I just got from Dixie Belle. Now, my original plan, like I was trying to tell you guys, was I was going to wipe back to the original color, but somebody who I'm not going to name any names May suggested that I use some kind of wax. And I was like, well, I got this gold wax that I was going to use. And she's like, oh, go ahead and use that. That's perfect. And so that's how this idea transformed itself to this gold instead of wiping the idea back. But I think it actually came out wonderful. So thanks, Troublemaker May. So there it is. Actually, I had a lot of fun waxing it. And I forgot to record it. I did use the wax to put the wax onto the stars, and come to find out it blended perfectly with the stars. And you see my phone has the images because I was struggling to figure out how to lay the stars down. And yeah, we was having some issues with this. I moved it over and you see that wasn't working for me either. And yeah, the force was not with me that day, but I needed to cover the blemishes on the bottom from the wax. And then there was another blemish right there where there's another star that's going to cover it. So that's why I ended up leaving it down there. So that's what you're seeing now. So it is time to put these stars down and move on to the beautifulness. Now I don't know why I used this glue. Yeah, y'all know why I use this glue, because I don't like using hot glue. And this piece at the bottom was pretty substantially heavy. And I'm just realizing it's kind of crooked. Ro, you always put stuff crooked. All right, let me let you guys watch this. That is the end. Isn't it pretty? So let's move on to our next project. All right, I'm taking you guys into my garage. I thought I had it recorded where I was cutting this, but you know how sometimes my brain doesn't always function, and I think this is early American stain. Anywho, so we're just gonna stain all the sticks, okay? And this is where my recording skills get very wonky, so just bear with me. You would think that I would start learning how to do this a lot better, guys, but unfortunately that doesn't happen either. But anyway, once we're done with that, we're gonna let this dry overnight, and I'm gonna take you back in. Yes, I'm in my pajamas and we're doing the thing, and we got this gorgeous wallpaper. Now this is what happened. I was going to be cutting this. This is from the Dollar Tree Plus section, I think. And I'm measuring this to make sure that I can figure out what I'm cutting. I don't know what was going on with my lighting. I think it was telling me that it was my bedtime way past that. And I realized here, I can't use that to cut. So I'm going to pretend like I know how to cut in a straight line. And there you see me doing that. Okay. So we got one measurement down. We need to cut the other 10.5. So we've got our square. Yay, Ro, you did it. And I didn't mess up. That's so shocking. I was so proud of me. All right, we're gonna lay this down, peel part of it back, and then lay this beautiful wallpaper down. As we do this, you guys know my head is gonna be in the way. I gotta figure out a way to get my camera setting so my head isn't always in the way of the project. So I'm so sorry. But sometimes I can't help it when I'm really needing to focus on something that I'm working on. All right, squeegee that on just like I'm doing a stencil. All right, now we got that down. Now here's my wood project. Here's my wood. In my vision, right then and there, that looked like a tree. So I go to rearrange it and it stops looking like a tree. So I'm going to eventually grab my phone to Pinterest some tree ideas, because I did not do this initially. So this is where it starts looking all weird. So I start going on Pinterest and I'm like, bro, just look up some trees. And so I get this tree and I look and see it looks very similar. So I'm like, I'm counting, okay, how many trees do I need? This is what it was supposed to look like from there, because that's how I laid it down. But once I laid it down and I painted it stopped looking like a tree. Okay, so guys, it was a hot mess. So yeah, I'm sorry, peoples. So yeah, so I looked up another design and I'm like, a new design to see if that was gonna help me. And rollers, that was like not doing the thing, really not. So here we go, struggling. The struggle is real. The struggle was real. So I lay this down on here, and unfortunately, guys, I don't have the part where I'm gluing it down, and it didn't fit initially. So I had to grab my crocodile cutting tool and clip the top to make some adjustments. And this is what you're seeing. And then I had to just glue it down, and I lost the footage for that because my brain was no longer working. But my tree does not look like it should have looked, like I had in my envision. But let me know what you think about my tree. Even though I covered up all the birds, it isn't that a crime shame? It's so bad. Okay, for this project, we are going to grab Spanish moss from Dixie Belle, and we're going to grab this triangle from Dollar Tree. This is a green with a gray undertone, or a gray with a green undertone. I don't know. It depends on how you want to look at it. All right, so I'm going to paint all the sides and the inside. I decided to paint the inside because I didn't like the way the wood looked against this after I was done. And I picked this color based on the wallpaper that we're going to introduce for this particular project. Whew, that was a lot. So I'm dry brushing the front piece because I thought that that's all I was going to do. But we are going to change our mind. All right, guys, remember what I said, that this is a collaboration with May from Craft Away with May and Jenny from Lovely Moments Creating. So if you have not heard about them, go ahead and check out their channels after you finish watching my channels and give them a hi from me. Now, these pieces, I don't know where I got these. I've had them for a long time. They were part of a big bundle. I don't know. So we're just going to glue them together because if you haven't figured it out, I have no idea. I didn't even figure this out. But we are going to make, this is going to be the bottom of our tree. What is it? Is that the stem? That's not a stem, right? The trunk of the tree. Oh my gosh. The trunk of our tree. And once that's glued, we're going to worry about later. I did not have the color that I wanted, so we're going to take Regal from, I don't know what paint company that is, and we're going to make our own color because I did not have any brown. I don't have brown, so I'm going to take black wax. We're going to mix that together and make our own somewhat dark color, and that's what we're going to paint this trunk with. And keep in mind that you can mix wax with anything to make your own thing. Okay, once that is all mixed and painted on there, we're going to wipe some of it back and then add some in and make it look beautiful. I think I did a pretty good job. What do you guys think? That looks like a tree trunk, right? Doesn't that look stunning? I think it does. Anywho, once that's, look at those diamond thingies. Okay, now there's the wallpaper. It looks like Japanese flowers, doesn't it? Yeah, I know. Okay, I have to do a template because, again, guys, you know I can't do, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna let that go. So we're gonna use my template, cut out my shape, pretend like I know how to cut, okay? Just go with me. And I still, you see, even with the template, it was still kind of wonky. So I had to redo that just a tad bit, okay? So you can steal my idea. This was a cardstock piece that I used to make all my houses have a template. All right. So I know my template fits. We're gonna stick it in there, and that's gonna be our background for our Christmas tree type thing. I think that's what this ultimately is supposed to be. Guys, I was just winging it. Okay, we were just winging it here. All right, so I'm trying to decide if I want this snowflake on there because I didn't want any words. I didn't want anything. So I grabbed these trees, bottle trees, is that what they call? I decide on these and I'm struggling. I'm trying to figure this out and I'm going, I don't know what I want. So I finally glue those down. And okay, so I take the snowflake, I take it outside. You guys didn't see that. I spray painted it. I'm gonna grab my spray adhesive and we're gonna go out to my garage and you're gonna see the catastrophe that I create out there with some faux snow. Okay, so I decided I don't want the bell on here, and yeah, I just guys, I was having a hard time with this. Yeah, see, I was like, no, nothing. So here's the catastrophe after the fact, and I was just sitting there. I broke the piece off. I'm sorry, when I came back from doing, and I feel like I ruined this project because it just doesn't look that good to me. Although, anyway, so I've glued on the trunk. Why do I have a hard time remembering what that piece is? But anyway, I've glued on the trunk, and I think the best part of this entire thing, really, in my personal very little knowledge, is the trunk, because I'm literally in love with that piece. But it does look like a tree, the rest of it. I'm just not sure that I successfully finished this correctly, because I should have just used the Dollar Tree faux snow instead of that snow. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about it, and if you guys have a favorite, or what else would you guys put in here. I am all for it. There she is in all her glory. And that is all that I have for you guys today. Again, if you're coming from Jenny's channel or May's channel, hi, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you. If you are my subscribers, thank you for all the love that you show me. And if you haven't yet gone to their channel, please remember to go over there and give them some love from me. As always, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.